Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and soul realignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. Today's video will be covering part 3 of the 3-part video series around consciousness and manifesting. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires or in releasing any of your blocks, you definitely want to check out all my coaching options. They are in the description below. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. This is video 3 of the 3-part video series on consciousness and manifesting. If you have not watched parts 1 and 2, please pause now and watch these first. I have linked them in the description below. We mentioned in part 1 that for one consciousness to experience itself, there are 3 crucial components that must be present. The first 2 concepts were covered in videos 1 and 2. Video 1 covered the concept of an other, and video 2 covered the concept of duality. This video will cover the third concept. So for one consciousness to experience itself, there needs to be this third concept, which is the perception of 3D linear time and space. We perceive ourselves to be living in a linear time with past, present, and future. We also can only be physically in one place at a time. So there's limitation in terms of space as well. Linear time is perceptual because both past memories and future dreams or worries are mental images occupying the present moment in the now. When you remember the past, it's happening now in your mind. When you dream or worry about the future, you're also doing that now. Everything is now. But we cannot physically perceive everything at once in the now. We are not multidimensional in that way. We have a limited time-space perspective in order to fully experience something. For example, when you're remembering the past, you can't simultaneously dream about the future. Likewise, you cannot be in France and in Spain at the same time. So we have that limitation from both time and space. We are one-dimensional in physical reality. The one-dimensional viewpoint is intentionally that way. It's for you to fully experience your desires, both in terms of experiencing the unfolding of these desires as well as experiencing the actual manifestation. Imagine if the minute you desire something, it manifests on the spot. For example, your dream mansion suddenly lands in front of you. You're going to get pretty bored very fast, and there's no longer a true meaning to desires and dreams, both of which are part of your purpose here in physical reality, as covered in video 2. And imagine if all your manifestations come at once. So you have your dream car, your mansion, your success, the money, the travel, the family. All your manifestations are happening at once. Not only are you going to be overwhelmed, but you won't be able to enjoy the experience of each manifestation individually. One client asked me this question: how is it that everything is now? If I want a baby, then I have to wait 9 months to experience the baby in my reality. I told her that she can shift into a reality where the baby's already there now. Like literally, there is a parallel reality that she can be perceiving in the now and shifting straight into that reality. But a big part of the pleasure of our physical 3D experience is experiencing the actual manifestation process. i.e., the unfolding of our desires. We may have fun with jumping realities for a while, but then we will probably want to go back to experiencing the unfolding of our desires. It really is more about the journey than the destination. This is exactly why things unfold through perceived 3D linear time. This allows one consciousness to experience that unfolding through your point of view, which we covered. You are one point of view within one consciousness. Remember, we are here in physical form for the experience. One consciousness is expanding awareness of itself through our individual points of view. So just because you cannot perceive something with your physical senses, it does not mean that you're unable to manifest or that something is wrong or you're doing something wrong. Whatever is occupying your inner consciousness is what can be perceived in the present moment because of this physical time-space restriction. Everything else that you desire is already there in your 5D, but the desires are currently not yet visible in 3D. Your desires are actually awaiting their natural unfolding. They are literally queued up for you in 5D. Abraham Hicks refers to your desires all being held for you in the vortex. Others refer to it as the quantum field. It's all saved and ready to be manifested. It's all there in your 5D. But when you wonder why they have not yet manifested, you are occupying your current present moment with a state of worry that does not allow you to perceive the manifestation. Essentially, you are in identity X, the state of not having. That's because your 3D manifestations, which happen through linear time, are based on the state you're occupying in the now. Being in a state of enjoying the now, the present moment, rather than focusing on painful past memories or worrying about the future, allows you to start perceiving your desires in the 3D. I've spoken recently about Identity Y being your natural state. Identity Y is the state of being that reflects the state of having your desires. It is the state of the wish fulfilled. You are by default in Identity Y, but you take yourself out of it when you choose instead Identity X, which is the identity of the person who does not have their desire. All these scenarios are reflective of Identity X, waiting for your desire, i.e., not choosing fulfillment now, perceiving that you don't have what you desire, focusing on the undesired 3D and using that as lack of evidence, wondering if you're doing something wrong or not doing enough, trying to return to the state of the wish fulfilled. I want to emphasize, you're in the state of the wish fulfilled by default when you don't have Identity X active. It's your natural state. I spoke about that in another video. I will link it above. You are naturally there. You're the one who is choosing Identity X. So moving on with the list, when you're overthinking, overanalyzing what someone said, when you're dwelling on the undesired past, when you're trying to force things in 3D, when you're wondering what other technique you can do, all of these are putting you into a state of not having. It's the state or identity reflective of Identity X, the one that does not have their wish fulfilled. It's lack of fulfillment. You are allowing your current now to be occupied by a state of not having, which is lack and non-fulfillment. This doesn't stop your manifestation, it just delays the unfolding. So instead, just relax and enjoy the now and the natural unfolding of your desires. Have fun with this. When you're going about your day, living in the now, doing work you love, spending time with friends, watching Netflix, doing sports, pursuing your hobbies, you are automatically in identity Y, which is the state of the wish fulfilled. Actually, it's anything you're doing in the now, being present in that. Maybe you're cooking your dinner, maybe you're having your dinner. Just be fully present in that activity. When you are in that flow state, just being in the present moment, your manifestations start to unfold very fast in the 3D. That's why teachers like Eckhart Tolle emphasize being present in the now. Practicing mindfulness and focusing on any task at hand naturally creates inner fulfillment and presence. It naturally places you into identity Y, as opposed to being in your head, overthinking, waiting, wondering. All of these are identity X. And notice they are all mental states. If you notice, they're all mental states. They're all states of you occupying your now with some kind of fear or worry or lack or not having. It's all you taking yourself out of your natural state of flow. And as mentioned earlier, you are in that flow state by default unless you choose to activate X. So just remain conscious of what you're allowing to occupy your present moment, for it is through the present moment that things start to appear in 3D. Being fulfilled in the present moment allows that. That's the state where everything queued up in 5D starts to flow in and manifest. So just relax. Have fun with this. Just be fulfilled now in the knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly. Do this not so that your desires manifest, but because you know they will manifest. You know they're going to manifest. Just trust in that. Trust that this is how it's working. They're all queued up, waiting to be manifested. So just enjoy it. It's all part of the journey of unfolding so that you experience that unfolding in full. Just like a mother who is pregnant with a baby, she is experiencing those 9 months, which is part of the preparation for what's coming. Of course, not everything needs to take 9 months, but you get the point that this is all part of the journey. The journey is the fulfilling part, being fulfilled in the unfolding of it all. That's why you chose to experience things in linear time, and it seems like it's one dimensional where you can only perceive one thing at a time. It's all about the journey of unfolding. The moment right before a trip is much more exciting than the actual trip. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.